Our farm is 2.5 years old, and we basically built it with nothing here but a well. So we've worked really hard on it. We have 50 sheep and llamas and alpacas. So my day would include going down and enjoying the animals, getting in the middle of them, petting them, feeding them, touching their fleece, they're fiber animals. And when I became so affected by my hip, I didn't feel safe going in there because they're big animals. They move fast, especially the llamas. They'll wing at you with their big neck and they can knock you over. And I just felt like I wasn't safe. So it limited my interaction with my beautiful animals, which was really sad. So that was really disheartening and probably one of the biggest motivators, other than the discomfort, to get the surgery done. Before I had my hip replaced, I found that I couldn't put on my left sock or tie a shoe. I couldn't step up on a step stool to get in high cupboards. I couldn't bend down and get a child off the floor. I have 4 grandchildren, 3 of which are carrying age. My active lifestyle all of a sudden was grinding to a halt, literally grinding to a halt. I was so uncomfortable. I went to my primary care physician, and she told me I had osteoarthritis probably. I took her referral, which was to Dr. Ballard. I knew nothing about him other than I really trusted my doctor and that she would give me a great referral. So meantime, at the physical therapist, they gave me great advice. They said, you want to establish a great relationship with a good surgeon. And the physical therapist who owns the clinic said, and there's only 2 that I would recommend. One of them happened to be Dr. Ballard. I was very pleased that someone that I trusted had great faith in his professional abilities. Initially, I met with his physician's assistant, who was very competent, and when I met Dr. Ballard, he came in and he was full of energy. He was extremely focused. He was very professional. I am a person that likes a lot of information, and I felt he provided me really great information that was technical enough to satisfy my curiosity and those kinds of needs, but also just warm enough to know that, yes, he knows I'm a person and he's going to take great care of me, and let's do this. I think it takes a very special person to be a really good surgeon. You can't waste your energy on all the peripheral stuff. You need to focus on the issue, the problem, the surgery that you're in, and I felt that his level of focus would be there. Dr. Ballard really made me feel confident that he was focused on making my hip as good as it was possible. And so I was like, let's do it. I have worked around people my whole life, professional people, engineers and so forth. And what is important is their ability level, first and foremost. What I did know was that he had a really rapid way of processing information. He also was warm enough, asked great questions, made comments that were to me. And I knew he had empathy. He was excited. It was Friday. It was a sunny day. He was going to have a little time off. And I thought, this is a real world guy. He's gonna knock this out of the park. I'm great. From the moment that I got into the warm air tent and talked with the anesthesiologist, talked with Dr. Ballard, I just knew that this was going to be a good, safe experience. Everything went to schedule. Everybody did exactly what they said they would. I stayed in the hospital overnight. They released me the next day. And after that, mobility was not really an issue. It was very careful mobility because you have to take care. But every day I could do more. And so I knew the minute I got home that I was going to be great. I had asked Dr. Ballard do you think I should be in a care facility? Because I didn't know how serious it would be. And he goes, oh no, he goes, you'll want to be home. When you ask, well, what's the recovery period? I say, well, maybe 3 months you'll start to get back to your normal life, and then 6 months you'll have the strength back. And I had no idea I could do as much as I'm doing right now so quickly. I mean, I've been cooking and watching animals, and nothing too heroic, but since 2 weeks, everybody's amazed. And I just feel so grateful, for such a just textbook experience as far as the medical side, I believe. And I just feel so grateful that we live in a country that has this level of care available. It's phenomenal. I am grateful that I have such a blessed life that I could find someone as skilled as him. That might not be the case for everyone, and I know that. But I went a week ago at 5 weeks, and I said, look at this. I can do a full, squat. I haven't been able to do that for 3 years. My life is back on track, and I can not only do what I've done before, but I'm thinking maybe I can do some new things. The care through Dr. Ballard and his staff was really first class. And I just feel so bad for anybody that would be uncomfortable and afraid of this process, because you have absolutely everything to gain. I would highly recommend, to run in there and get repaired, because life is precious and there's no sense wasting time being uncomfortable when you can live life to the fullest because of the amazing care that Dr. Ballard's office can provide and Dr. Ballard's surgical skills can provide.